You ever have one of the days where you wake up and your eyelashes are tangled?
Actually, yeah, and then you can't get them out.
Yeah, that's what's happening to me right now. It's on my left eye, like in the corner,
Did you do?
pissing me
Is
off.
it the bottom one or the top one?
But they're tangled together, the bottom and the top.
Oh, I've had it where it like gets stuck, and then I found out that you can like hold your eyelid out and like try and blink, and it.
Ugh. Fuck no, I'm not doing that.
No, you like you're putting it in contact.
Yeah.
So you like
no.
this, and then you try and blink, and it like moves your eye around, and it will like move the eyelash around your eye and back out, and then you can get it out.
I don't like touching my eyes.
I have a really sensitive face. I got my nose pierced yesterday. And I was like, they were like, okay. I was really scared because I was like, I've never gotten a piercing before, and I've only seen one person get a piercing, and that was a friend of mine in college who got their nipples pierced. So it like traumatized me.
How did it traumatize you? Were they like fucking screaming when it happened?
Yeah, I mean, nipples. It was a girl, so nipples are really, really sensitive.
Yeah.
And so like,
still, you can just tank it. You don't gotta be like freaking out the whole time.
Oh no, I wasn't like freaking out, but like I was like, because I was asking Sean, I was like, what is the pain level here, like on a scale of 1 to 10? And he was like a 4, but it's really like jarring. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like when they stick the needle in, it's a really jarring feeling. And I was like, okay. I was like, so when we got our first COVID vaccines, like, I'm not gonna lie, it hurt. Like, I didn't like wince or anything, but like it hurt more than a normal shot because it had that like burning sensation.
I'm starting to think I just have a higher pain tolerance than most people.
You might. And so that's the whole thing. And so he was like, oh, the COVID shot didn't hurt. And I was like, yeah, it did. My arm was sore for like a week after. Like, it was bad. But he was like, yeah, 4. And I was like, okay. And then I thought about it, and I was like, I mean, I've gotten tattoos like on my leg, the calf tattoo I have. He went over my Achilles on that. And like it hurt, but like I didn't like, jerk it or whatever. Like I just took it.
You didn't beat off when the guy was tattooing
you? Yeah, it
you?
didn't make me horny. I don't have a pain kink. I didn't like jerk my leg around or like, oh wait, I didn't flinch. And so I was like, oh, I should be fine. And so we went, and then she was like, we went to this place that Kalina recommended us. And so we went, and it was like this like boutique-ish kind of style thing. Like they had like marble everywhere. It was like, I was like, there's no way this is just piercings, because it's kind of like too upscale for that. And so we went, and the girl was really nice, and she was like, no, like she was like, it's like a shot, but it just lasts longer. Fine. And so I was like, okay. And my only concern was that I have a really sensitive face, and so I was like, I don't want to like have her stick the needle through and then like me instinctively jerk my head back.
Did you look down at it while it was poking through your nose?
No, actually, because she had me tilt my head up, so she had the like the bench like at like a slight incline.
Yeah.
And so like I couldn't like look down because she had my head like that. And
do your eyeballs not move when your head is back?
I can't look down like that. Like I couldn't see it.
You can't look down and see your nose?
No, I can. But like when my head was tilted back like that, like it was weird. Like the angle she had me at, I wasn't able to see what she was doing. Like I saw her hands, but I couldn't see the needle in my nose.
Oh, where her hands like blocking your nose or something? Oh, yeah. Okay.
So like yeah.
I was so confused for a second. I was like, why do your eyes stop working?
And so she was like, I'm gonna put the needle through. She was like, I'm not gonna do the counting thing. I'm just gonna have you inhale, exhale. When you exhale, I'm gonna do it. And then she was like, but when I put the needle through, like you're gonna cry. Like your eyes are gonna water. And I was like, oh good. My eyes already, like I even think about touching my face, my eyes start to water.
Okay.
And so like literally she put it through, and my eyes just like it was like a fire alarm going off. Like they just like started like shooting out water. Like my eyes were squirting. And like it was to the point where like she gave me a box of tissue like preemptively. She was like, most people's eyes water, so like, and then Sean was like standing there with the box of tissue. He had to like like my collar was like wet from the amount of like tears, because my face is just so sensitive. And I was like, I promise I'm not crying. Like it didn't hurt. It hurt for like maybe a second. And I was like, I'm not crying, I promise. Like my eyes were fully white.
Should have made it hella awkward for the piercer and just looked at Sean and be like, why don't you love me anymore?
Well, it was actually really funny because I was the one who wanted to go get it, and then we got there. And
really? You were the one who wanted to get your nose pierced?
Like, it wasn't suggested to me. Okay. Is what I'm saying. Like, I was the one who was like, let's go get my nose pierced today.
Okay.
And so we got there, and she was like, oh, like, you know, have you always wanted to get your nose pierced? And I go, no, he's making me. And he got really mad.
Yeah, didn't you say you were gonna like wait for something to happen before your nose piercing? Because Haley saw the picture on your story yesterday before I did, and then I was like, oh, because she asked, she was like, oh, has Cam always wanted to get his nose pierced? And I was like, oh, he talked about it recently, but I thought he said he was waiting for something before he did it.
The wedding.
Oh, okay.
Because you can't take it out for a certain amount of time.
For 3 months, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're good because it's May 17th.
Wait, why are you gonna take it out for the wedding?
Pictures.
Oh.
I didn't know if it was going to be an issue because it's kind of sparkly. So like just in case like the sun is hitting me just right or whatever.
It's not gonna like blow out the photo or anything.
No, but and also like my mom might want a picture with it out because my mom is really weird about face piercings. She has her ears pierced and she's covered in tattoos.
I was about to say she's fucking tatted entirely.
And she has her tongue pierced. She doesn't like face piercings.
Tongue piercing is wild.
She's had her tongue pierced 10 times.
She ever broken a tooth?
Yeah.
She's had her pierced 10 times?
Yeah.
Why does she keep taking it out?
Okay, so I know at least twice she's pierced it, and then she's had to have surgery.
On her tongue?
No, but when you have surgery, you can't have a tongue piercing in.
Why? Does it make it easier for you to swallow your tongue or something? Oh, gotcha.
They're scared that it, like, if it comes out for any reason, you'll swallow it, and then that complicates surgery, obviously.
Yeah.
So they make you take out your piercing.
Okay.
And I don't know if you know this, but the tongue is like Wolverine when it comes to healing.
Yeah.
So you take it out for like an hour and it's healed.
Yeah.
So she, like, I know at least twice she's had it like taken out. I think one time she had like a cavity or something, like she had a, dental procedure, had to have it taken out, healed. So she's had it pierced like 10 times.
That's crazy.
But yeah, she hates face piercings. She's fine with earrings, eyebrows, nose, hates it.
I would argue the tongue is part of the face.
Well, I think visible.
Okay.
Visible face piercings. But yeah, so I FaceTime.
Wait, you said she's fine with eyebrow piercings?
No.
Oh.
Fine with earrings, hates eyebrows, hates nose, septums, lips.
Gotcha.
Like any of that. But like my sister has, I think, a lip piercing. She has one of them pierced.
Okay.
She either has, I'm trying to think. I think she has her bottom lip pierced. She has a hoop in her bottom lip. I don't think she has the...
I feel like I had a random post that came across either my TikTok or my Instagram from your sister recently, but
was
I
it
can't
her
remember
full
what
back
it was.
tattoo?
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was of. Like the tattoo.
I don't remember what it is either. But yeah, she texted me during it and she was like, I'm gonna kill myself. She was like, this is like literally the most pain I've ever felt in my life.
On the back?
Yeah. And she's had tattoos on her rib cage and collarbone.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And that was just the outline. So she has to go back now for like 3 more sessions to get it shaded. Because she was like, this took 5 hours and I'm not sitting for more than 2 hours again. For this. Like, it's just too much.
Yeah, like oh my god, long ass tattoo sessions like that. I feel like I would either just like, I don't know, go to sleep or just get really bored at some point.
That's the whole thing. Is my calf tattoo took like 2 hours because it's so detailed. And I literally just was like reading a book the entire time. The problem is, so one, the tattoo artist that we go to, he doesn't let us use numbing cream.
Okay.
He's like anti-numbing cream.
I've never used a numbing cream.
And some tattoo artists are like weird about it, but you should like test it first on the area that you're getting a tattoo on, like prior, so that you're not allergic to it. But at least my artist, his whole thing is like, if you want the tattoo, you got to take the pain.
Yeah,
like that's
part of it.
That's the whole thing. And then also he keeps his studio so fucking hot. It's ridiculous. It's like 80 degrees in there.
That's crazy because you get hot as fuck when you're getting tattooed.
I know my palms are all sweaty.
Yeah.
Like it's to the point where like when I'm on my phone in his shop, like my screen starts getting that like grimy feel to it because my sweat's dripping onto it and drying.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Have you ever considered getting any other types of piercings?
Yeah, I wanted to put gauges in my ears in high school, and thankfully my mom said no. My mom was very, very smart and said no.
I think we all considered gauges at some point, but I mean like modern day.
I didn't want like the big ones. I just wanted the spike ones.
Yeah.
Like I also wanted, I was so convinced. I don't know why. I thought the tongue zipper was so cool.
The tongue zipper?
You've never seen the tongue zipper piercing?
No.
Look it up.
Is it like they get the fucking forked surgery and then
they put a zipper on your tongue?
Oh, hell no. There's no way people actually do that.
They do.
Sounds insane.
Tumblr, that thing hit my Tumblr feed in 2014 like a nuke.
That's crazy.
I literally was like, this is it. This is the one I want. And then I also, for like the longest time, was convinced the back lacing piercing.
Back lacing piercing?
Yeah, you get like a bunch of rings in your back. Like on the opposite side of your spine, like just off your spine, and then you put lace through it. Like
that sounds like
pink lace. It's mainly for women because it's like very feminine. I'm not gonna say men can't get it, but it's like a very feminine thing. It's like it's supposed to like mimic a corset, kind of thing. And I was like, this is the hottest thing ever. Like, modern day, no, maybe my ears, but
I wanted.
I already got big ears. I don't need people like calling attention to it.
I wanted ear piercings for like, oh God, I can't remember the first time where I wanted them, but it was when I was pretty young, like either elementary or middle school. But at the time, I thought the only ear piercings that guys could get were like the big square diamonds, and I just didn't like those, and so I didn't get them for like fucking forever. And then eventually I did, and then realized that I can also wear hoops, and so
I mean, hoops were never not in style for men, and it wasn't even a gay thing. It was like a lot of guys had hoop piercings.
No, yeah, I know. I was just dumb as a kid.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You were like, it can only be the studs.
It can only be the square diamond studs. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want anything other than a stud in my nose. I think my nose is a really good shape for a stud, and that's why I have it. I was joking with Sean that next time we take Happy to get his teeth cleaned, because it's put him to sleep, do his teeth. I was like, we should get him a bowl piercing.
Give Havoc an eyebrow piercing.
He don't got eyebrows.
I know.
He's like one of those freaks that shave their eyebrows and tattoo their face.
You can get the you can just where his eyebrow should be. Just a row of piercings so it looks like eyebrows.
He does that thing a lot where he like wrinkles his forehead like this. So it would like be really weird. Oh, the fucking worst thing. I have a habit of like touching my face, and I hate touching my face because I get really greasy skin.
You get so much more aware of it once you get a nose, like a fresh piercing.
Well, so that's the whole thing. Is so they were like, "Oh, get a saline spray to like clean your face," and I was like,
"No, you need it."
Nah, I'm good.
What the fuck are you cleaning it with?
She said that if you have like face wash, as long as you don't put it on the piercing, like the water and the face wash will be fine to like gently.
How are you cleaning the inside?
I haven't cleaned it yet. I just got it yesterday.
You need to clean the inside and the outside around the piercing, like and on the piercing with saline.
Okay, so
else it's gonna keloid.
Okay, I'll go get some. But either way, I was
infected. I
was like, I'm gonna just do the straight guy thing of the water will. The water will get it.
That's so bad. No, yeah, it's super important to clean them.
I'm just curious as to what my boss is gonna say. I'm hoping that she's gonna get mad enough that she'll let me go early, quit early.
Is your boss like hella old and conservative or something?
No, she's like fake liberal, performatively liberal.
Okay, so just liberal.
No, we're like 2020 performatively liberal.
Yeah,
like land acknowledgement.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like liberalism is just performative.
Oh my God.
What is the word there?
Performative,
yeah.
So me and my coworker were at lunch the other day, and we have this courtyard in our building.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where, like, the person that I work for, it's where they host their events. And there was, like, a stage being set up, and I was like, oh, are they having an event tonight, for everything? And then my coworker was like, I don't think so. And so we were, like, looking it up, and we couldn't figure it out. And then we saw them put up a sign, and it was, like, the California, like, women awards or something, like something along those lines. Like, it was like a award thing for, like, women in the state.
Okay.
And it's like in conjunction with the California Society for the Betterment of Women, whatever. It's like this feminist thing. And I looked it up, and it was like the Night of Feminism. And I was like, okay, it's whatever. And so I'm looking at, like, the guest list, and there's no one that I know on there. And I was like, I'm trying to figure out if this is a good event or if this is like a fake event.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at the schedule, and it's like 5:00, mix and mingle, event begins, cocktail hour, 5:15 to 5:45 land acknowledgement. And I was like, a 30-minute land acknowledgement?
They're just gonna sit there silently for 30 minutes?
I
don't know. Are they gonna list
like,
off all the land that's been acknowledged?
They're like, okay, K Street, this used to be inhabited by, like, I don't know. And so I was like, okay, that's terrible. So then there's only one tribe in the Sacramento area that was here. So then it was like 5:30 to 5:45 award ceremony. And then 5:45 to 5:30 to 5:30 to 6 was a spoken word poetry thing. And then 6 to 6:15 was the award ceremony, and then 6:15 to 7 was, like, food and beverages.
Interesting.
So their land acknowledgement and their spoken word poetry was twice as long as their award ceremony.
I'm trying to find the California Women Awards. I'm trying to see if there's, like, a schedule for this posted online.
I don't know if that's what it was called. It was on their website.
Past events. Oh, this one hasn't happened since 2014.
No, I forget what it was called.
No women since 2014. Yeah, just typed in California Woman Awards.
It wasn't called the California Woman Awards. It was something women, or Night of Feminism. Let me just look up California Night of Feminism.
I'm very interested. Also spelled woman wrong. California Night of Feminism schedule. It's gonna ask me to solve a CAPTCHA. Like,
no, I literally don't even see it. Oh wait, I found it. Okay, it's the California Women's Foundation. That was the
California Women's Foundation?
Yeah.
California woman found dead. California woman found dead in Arizona.
Jesus.
California woman found in storm drain. This one is just California woman found.
Okay, I think I got it.
Women's Foundation, California.
This is it right here. The Feminist Agenda, Community Policy, and Power.
Let me see your event schedule.
This is it right here.
Oh.
5 to 5:15, happy hour. 5:15
That's not an hour, though. I hate it when it's like happy hour,
yeah,
and it's like 10 minutes.
So then 5:20 to 5:45, there's a spoken word, the welcome and land acknowledgement, and the champion award.
The welcome in land acknowledgement?
Welcome and land acknowledgement.
Oh, I thought they were like welcome, acknowledge, yeah. Welcome, acknowledge.
Acknowledge what land were you born on? You must acknowledge it. Yeah, I hate land acknowledgements. They're so...
I've heard the term land acknowledgement, and I've seen the whole thing where Nancy Pelosi wore like the fucking scarf and took a knee or whatever.
That wasn't a land acknowledgement. That was like a black power thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you do for land acknowledgement?
You basically are like, we recognize that this building that we're currently in was built on stolen land from the whatever tribe.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, does that undo the genocide?
Yeah,
Like,
I get
it doesn't
that they're
do
dumb,
anything. That's
but
why
I'm
it's
just
like,
wondering if there's like a fucking ritual. Do they like
nope, they're just like, we're
paint
here.
a circle and sing in some ancient language?
Nope, they're just like, we're here.
Okay.
Yeah. It's awful. But yeah. God, there was something. Oh, did you hear about this whole Chud the Builder thing?
Chud the Builder? No.
You know who Chud the Builder is?
No.
He's what is the racist Twitch?
Kick?
Yes. He's a kick streamer. He looks like a Red Dead Redemption villain.
Interesting.
And he walks around live streaming himself in Nashville, and he tries to like get people to argue with him just to call them the N-word, like hard R N-word.
You seek out just the worst shit on the internet.
No, because he got arrested because so he made headlines because he was calling like basically like he would go up to bars and all of the for some reason I guess Nashville has like a law where like all the bouncers have to be black men. I don't know why. It's just that just so happens that he only talks to the black bouncers. I'm sure it's deliberate. He'll go up and they'll be like, oh, we don't allow streaming, because he just has a fucking camera crew with him.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we don't allow streaming like inside the bar. Like people are here to enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you fucking, you know, calls them the N-word, and then he tries to get them to provoke them and, you know, fight them or whatever. And so he made news because he started doing that. And then this past week, I don't know exactly what happened, but he got in a fight with someone and shot the person and then shot himself.
To death, or just
no,
like...
they both survived. The guy who got shot, I think it was a bouncer, was in like critical condition but stable. And he's like, the doctor's like, he's fine. He's
How did
live.
he shoot himself and survive? He just fucking kneecap himself?
Like, I think he got shot in the arm. So I don't know.
He shot himself in the arm.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, he's an idiot, so I don't know.
Okay. It sounded like he was going for a murder-suicide, but he just went for like a murder minor injury.
You know the type of guy that like, you know, wears super tight jeans and like cowboy boots and a cowboy hat, but lives in like fucking, you know, San Jose, California.
Yeah.
Where there's, you know, there's not a single blade of grass within miles. That's how he dresses and that's how he looks. Like he looks, you know, he does not look authentic. What's like his boots are always like clean, his jeans are always brand new.
Have you seen, on the topic of cowboys and jeans, have you seen the guy that wears like 400 layers of starch on his jeans? I love that guy. Okay. See, I see things that make me happy and excited. You are on like the alt-right, we need to kill the women side of the internet.
Well, and
I'm beginning to believe it is on purpose, and you have tuned your algorithm to be like that.
Here's the whole thing. I think I got fed it on the algorithm because I was so dialed into the clavicular thing, who's also now facing trial.
Like, I didn't know who the fuck that was until you were here. Or until you told me about it. So
he shot himself. They had to like airlift him, and now he's being held on like $1 million bond.
$1 million bond?
Because,
I mean, I guess he did shoot 2 people if he didn't count himself.
Well, the judge was like, there was hundreds of people in the vicinity, and you just like wildly shot into a crowd to shoot a guy, and then ended up shooting yourself. So like I'm gonna basically count this as like an attempted mass shooting.
I'm still so confused how he shot himself in the arm. I'm picturing like he was arguing with the bouncer and like some Looney Tune shit happened where the guy pulled out the gun and shot, and he held up a mirror and it like reflected the bullet back at him, but it broke because it was like a one-time use mirror, and then the bouncer got shot.
This is what he looks like.
Honestly, I expected like no less.
Yeah. I mean, like literally he looks like a Red Dead Redemption villain.
Yeah.
He looks like Dutch.
He has a very isosceles triangle type fucking mustache.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's the guy that puts gel in his mustache. But yeah, I just thought it was really like I'm sorry that the bouncer got shot, but I'm really glad that this guy ended up shooting himself.
Yeah, that's just
hilarious to me.
There's one person on Kick that I will watch clips of and enjoy, and his name is Jim Skin. He's this British guy. He just like walks around England and just like drinks coffee, and that's it. And he's just fucking sick.
I don't know his name. There's a guy from England who does like restaurant reviews, and he kind of looks like the brother-in-law from Breaking Bad, but fatter.
I don't know who that is.
And he's super British. And there was a video of him that went viral because he's in Dubai. And first off, red flag, but he's in Dubai and he's like at a Chinese restaurant and he orders for the table. And the way he orders is just so strategic. But it's like, it was so mesmerizing to watch him work the menu. Because he was like, all right, we're going to have 1 chow mein. And then you hear his like daughter in the background, like, oh, no, I think I'll do chow mein. He's like 2 chow mein. And then like he like starts asking the waiter stuff. He says thank you after every time the waiter, like he's very proper and like just knows how to like work a menu. And someone's like, this is a real eater right here. And it's like, yeah, dude's like 400 pounds. Yes, of course he's a real eater. I think he also streams. And then what is the guy who had Gavin Newsom on his podcast stream on? Is it Twitch? The Fortnite guy?
The Fortnite guy had Gavin Newsom? I don't know.
There's a guy who like had Gavin Newsom on his podcast, or not his podcast, sorry, his stream. And he plays like Fortnite.
You know how many people play Fortnite, Cameron?
Yes, but he's really, really famous.
Was it Ninja?
No. He's like a funny person. I don't think he shows his face while he streams.
Who else has he had on?
I have no idea.
Okay.
He's the guy who told JD Vance to kill himself.
Oh, Connor Eats Pants.
Is that who it is?
Yeah.
Does he stream on Twitch or does he stream on Kick?
He streams on Twitch.
Okay.
He's like one of the OG Twitch people.
Is Kick just like Twitch, but like unregulated?
Yes, that's exactly what it was founded on. And it's backed by
Peter Thiel.
Crypto casino gambling money.
Oh.
Yeah.
Peter Thiel. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. I don't have anything else.
All right. Episode 42.
64. Did you see the thing I sent you yesterday of the Pope doing 6-7?
Unfortunately.
He has to run for president. I'm sorry.
No, you're Pope until you're dead, right?
There's no law that says the Pope can't run for president if he's an American citizen.
I don't know. He's got Pope shit to do. No, he cannot run for president. Are you fucking kidding me? I'll kill him myself.
Why?
Separation of church and state.
But he's woke.
It's already
woke
too. Pope. I don't give a fuck. He's
First
a Catholic.
Amendment doesn't count if it's woke.
He's not that woke. He's a fucking Catholic.
You know what's funny? The Pope and Benjamin Netanyahu are both American citizens. So...
yeah, because aren't they from like the same city?
No, the Benjamin Netanyahu, I think from like Brooklyn. We got to nuke Brooklyn. Oh. Sorry, Brooklyn. We got to nuke you. Jay-Z, you're gone.
Thank God.
Epstein files. And then...
I'm tired of seeing Jay-Z's dumb face. He always looks surprised to be wherever the fuck he is.
The Pope is from O-Block.
Yeah. I thought...
He's a White Sox fan.
I don't know why I thought Netanyahu was also from O-Block. Netanyahu, King Von, and the Pope.
And Chief Keef.
And Michelle Obama.
Yeah, and Michelle Obama. And Barack Obama performatively later in his life to impress Michelle Obama. Today is our Steven Seagal episode. I've been working on this. I was working on this until 9 p.m. last night.
God damn.
Because there's just so much to like fucking go over with this guy. I hate him. He's so stupid. I honestly thought about reaching out to his team to see if he wanted to FaceTime into us. But then he'd probably have to pay off some debt that he has and charge us money. And I don't have Steven Seagal money.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe I do. Steven Seagal not that prevalent anymore.
I don't know. He also might have sanctions on him. He might not be allowed in America right now.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure he's an expat.
So I don't have anything about what he's up to right now, but I tried. So basically there's so many different things going on with him. I had to like read all of it and then try and put it in chronological order because we'd be jumping around like crazy. So I'm going to try and go through this in chronological order. If you don't know, Steven Seagal is known for being an American. I put American in quotes because he's not American sometimes. Depends on the day. He has citizenship to 3 different countries. Cover those later. He's an American actor, producer, screenwriter, martial artist, and musician. Those are all very loosely
he's done it all
attributed terms, by the way. He began his decade-long career in martial arts as an instructor in Japan, and then moved to Los Angeles in the 80s and made a career.
He began martial arts as an instructor?
Yep.
Like he didn't learn it first?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing.
I knew he was like the fucking pioneer of Krav Maga or whatever the fuck it's called Akido. That the IDF does.
Aikido.
Yeah.
He's not though. That's the thing. He marries the guy who invented it. He marries his daughter and is just like, okay, I'm going to run a dojo. Like he nepotisms his way into fucking martial arts. We'll get to it though. So he makes a career out of acting before also doing some music and some other stuff that we'll get to. So Steven Seagal was born April 10th, 1952 in Lansing, Michigan. He's not that old. I mean, what, 70-ish now? 75?
That's pretty fucking old.
I mean, yes, but like he's so like such an ancient name to me, you know?
Yeah.
Like 1952 is not bad. Like you would think he was born hella long ago. His mom, Patricia Ann Fisher, and his dad, Samuel Seagal. And Patricia was a medical technician and Samuel was a math teacher. So I don't know where all of this like martial arts shit came from with them. And normally I wouldn't get too hung up on someone's race or ethnicity, but this guy's kind of an anomaly because if you look at him, he looks vaguely Asian or Native American. But he's actually Irish and Russian Jewish.
Insane combination.
Yeah.
Well, he was born in 52, so he was a kid in like the 60s, 70s. That's around the time when like Jet Li and Bruce Lee were pretty fucking big.
Yeah.
So maybe that's where his love of martial arts comes from.
Maybe, but there's actually a Family Guy video about this.
Oh my god, you're making me watch a Family Guy clip? I'm cutting that.
No.
I'm not putting that in.
No.
That was so bad.
Okay.
That does also remind me, have you ever seen that Keanu Reeves clip of I don't remember what
is Keanu
movie
Reeves
is,
racially ambiguous?
No. He's just white.
He could be Asian.
No.
Have you ever seen a Bill and Ted movie? Maybe just who's the guy who plays who's the other guy in Bill and Ted?
Ted?
I don't know. I've never seen the movies, but I've seen him from Bill and Ted.
Either.
The guy who's not Keanu Reeves in that movie, maybe he's just so white that he makes Keanu Reeves look ethnically ambiguous.
Let me see if I can fucking find the movie clip on YouTube. I don't think I'll be able to find it. Oh yeah, here it is.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's what that family clip guy reminded me of.
Jesus. Okay. So Seagal later cites that the Russian ancestry in his family comes from Vladivostok, which is in eastern Russia, and St. Petersburg, which is in western Russia, and Belarus, which is an entirely different country altogether. So this guy fucking lies, by the way. Like he's just a chronic liar. It's actually breathtaking. He also claims that he is genetically descended from native Siberian groups, the Yakut and the Bairut.
Okay.
I could see it, but again, who knows with this guy. In 1957, the family moved from Michigan to Fullerton, California, because Steven had asthma.
That's like the old fucking West of like, oh, you have tuberculosis, you need to go to California to dry out your lungs type shit.
His mom cited him as being a puny kid, but really thrived after the move. She was just, fuck my kid. In California, Seagal had a relatively uneventful childhood until he got to high school and college, where he attended Buena Park High School and Fullerton College. In his older adolescent years, his peers would describe him as a pathological liar who would exaggerate or straight up make up shit about his personal life. So while he was in high school, he claimed that he was a student of the founder of Akido, the Japanese martial art, who is Morihei Ueshiba. Except this was in 1970 and Ueshiba had died in 1969. So he was just like, yeah, I'm like a student of his.
Well, he was born in 52. I mean, I guess you could still say you're a student of that guy's if you had trained under him before.
Well, by all accounts, Seagal's first time in Japan was when he was 22 in 1974. So he had just never been to Japan before.
I don't know, maybe that guy pulled up for the barbecue. Like, who knows?
Yeah. And the reason he moved to Japan was to avoid the Vietnam draft. So he married a Japanese citizen to avoid that.
Honestly, I don't blame him.
Okay, this is the whole thing. I don't blame people for draft dodging, but you have to talk about why you're like Donald Trump draft dodging. Bad. Stupid. Because he's a warmonger. Hippies draft dodging because they don't want to go to war. Good.
Yeah, Steven Seagal marrying a Japanese woman to draft dodge.
Bad.
Based.
He's okay. We'll get into it when we get into his political views. You'll get what I'm saying. So the woman that he married was Miyako Fujitani, who he met in California in 1974. And moved back to Japan in that year in October, married her in December. Fujitani was a second-degree black belt from Osaka and had come to LA to teach Aikido, and her dad was like the top person at the time in Japan teaching Aikido. So sometime between 1974 and 1978, they had two children, a son named Kentaro and a daughter named Ayako. And while living in Japan, Seagal just began his career in martial arts by teaching at a dojo that his wife's family owned. So again, he just got there and was like, this is cool, I'm going to teach it. She was a second-degree black belt. Her dad's like top dog. And they just like let him teach it.
He's Steven Seagal.
He's Steven Seagal. In 1978, he would earn his first black belt. So remember, got there in 1974 and taught it. Took him 4 years while teaching to earn his first black belt.
Well, they're all coming up together. You gotta respect it.
Yeah. After doing this, Fujitani's dad retired and left the dojo to be fully ran by Seagal, which made him the first Westerner to operate an Akido dojo at all. So he has broken some paper crane ceilings. I'll call it. However, and this is kind of a spoiler for a little bit later on, Seagal and Fujitani didn't stay together. And in a 1993 interview, she had some choice words for Seagal about earning his black belt. She said, quote, "The only reason Steven was awarded the black belt was because of the judge, who was famous for his laziness, fell asleep during Steven's presentation. That judge just gave him the black belt." So he didn't actually again, she is a second degree black belt in Aikido. By her standards, he did not earn that. The judge just was like, whatever, you went through the motions.
That's so funny.
So, you know what? I've never seen Steven Seagal fight, but the video of that guy who does like the self-defense training things, and it's just bullshit. Like, he has the gun and he'll like slowly disarm it, but like by the time he would have touched you, you would have pulled the trigger and killed him.
Yeah.
That's how I picture Steve.
What's that guy's name? The guy that wears like the fucking body vest.
Yes.
Oh God, I can't remember
He's
what
like
that guy's name is. But yeah.
That's how I picture Steven Seagal fighting.
That is how he fights.
I cannot imagine. So now, Seagal, remember I mentioned he was a pathological liar. It appeared to continue that because while he claimed while he was in Japan that he was approached by the CIA to help train agents. So the CIA flew to Japan, by his account, said, "You're the local master of Aikido because your father-in-law retired and left you the business. Can you train the CIA in this very specific fighting form?"
I think he's also allegedly taught the KGB and the IDF as well.
We get to that. Don't worry. So he was quoted as saying, "They saw my abilities, both with martial arts and with language. You could say that I became an advisor to several CIA agents in the field. And through my friends in the CIA, I met many powerful people and did special works and favors." What is "you can say I became an advisor" mean? Like, it sounds like they were like, "Hey, do you have a recommendation for a dojo?" And he was like, "Yeah, go to this dojo because you guys are stationed on a different island. You're not on my island." And then he was like, "Okay, I advise them." Like that's just how I picture it happening.
I mean, he did advise.
I do not imagine that. Steven Seagal.
I also picture it where the CIA agents are like walking around. None of them speak Japanese. They see Steven Seagal. He speaks English. They have no idea who he is, right? They go up to him. They're like, hey, we're looking for an Akido dojo. And then very nonchalantly, he's just like, oh, yeah, go over there. Like this address.
Like Roger the Alien.
Yeah, and then they open up the door, and then he's just in there.
When did the CIA start to cut? Like, cause, okay, look, imperialism, bad, right? The CIA was moving like LeBron in the 60s and 70s, right? They were, they
failed a lot more than they were successful.
Yes, but, you got to admit the exploding cigars were cool. The Iran-Contra thing was cool. Like, they had ambition. Now they just go on Twitter and, like, are like, well, I actually think that democratic socialism is bad. Like, they don't do anything fun now. There's no fun things going on. When did that happen? Like, when did they fall off?
Probably with the invention of the internet.
So like what?
Or like the mass production of the internet.
Early 2000s?
Yeah.
So this was like in the 80s, right? So this was like late 70s, early 80s when he was doing this. So what if the CIA fell off because Steven Seagal trained them and they couldn't fight?
That would be hilarious.
Like, okay. So he also claimed that during this time he directly got into combat with the Yakuza or the Japanese mob, and claimed that he was a vigilante and went around the streets fighting them.
The Yakuza are like famously violent.
This, by the way, I'm just going to let you know right now, this is not the first time the mob or a mob, like a crime family, comes into play here.
Oh, did you see Sacramento has an officially recognized vigilante now?
Not the Sacramento Pisser?
Not the Sacramento Pisser. It's like some guy, I don't know, they always dress up like Spider-Man, but he dresses up like Spider-Man and he just like walks around beating up homeless people. But
it's Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, it's Gavin Newsom in a mask. No, yeah, I saw TikTok the other day. If you search like, who is blah, 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 whatever the fuck his name was, it'll like pop up Google search results about him now.
Oh my God. Okay. So in response to his claim about the Yakuza, his ex-wife says it's just all complete bullshit, including the CIA thing too. And records seem to back her up because the CIA has like come out and said, we have never contacted Steven Seagal. Like they were like, we're going to declassify these records to prove that we have never contacted this man before.
They need to keep their sensei safe. You don't want the enemy capturing him and learning the same moves that you do.
Right. So now we move into the 1980s. The Vietnam War has quieted down, and Seagal goes, I want to go back to the U.S. and become a movie star. It just immediately abandoned it. He said, I got my de facto black belt. Time to go back and be a movie star. Now, the Western craze during this time was quieting down, and the martial arts movies were picking up in the 80s. So that's probably why he got the drive to be a movie star, because he saw himself as like the master of Aikido. And I don't know, what martial arts did like Bruce Lee do? What was his? Like, was it a mix? It was a mix, right?
Probably. I want to say he was most prevalent in just like normal Kung Fu,
yeah, okay.
He probably knew some like other martial arts as well. I don't know. How about we ask the source of all information?
Google AI.
Yes. What martial
notice how they've
arts
never made a jujitsu movie, because you would have to start every fight scene with the hero getting on his hands and knees and be like, okay, grapple me.
Oh, Wing Chun was the one that I was thinking of. But yeah, Kung Fu is his most prevalent.
So yeah, so Kung Fu, martial arts movies, all these Karate Kid came out in the 80s. They were all, popping off at the time. So that's probably why. So he wanted to come back to the US and be a movie star. So his wife scrimped and saved for years. And even
his wife saved.
Yes.
He's the master of a dojo, beating up the Yakuza, and he doesn't have money?
Correct.
Okay.
And she even says that their children went without necessities in order to help pay for him to get home.
She just wants him fucking gone.
So yeah, so she
sends him a solo one-way ticket.
So she sends him back to... She sends him back to the Western Hemisphere. Doesn't necessarily send him back to Hollywood. Sends him back to the Western Hemisphere. Immediately cuts ties with her. He's like, I'm done with you. Just hates her.
Hey, new country, new wife.
Yeah, he gets here and he immediately meets actress and model Kelly LeBrock, and he began an affair. And Fujitani hears about this and grants him a divorce. He then briefly marries actress Adrienne LaRussa in 1984, but the marriage was annulled the same year over concerns that his divorce with his first wife had not been finalized. He also then has a kid with Adrienne LeBrock, a daughter named Annalisa in 1987. Seagal and LeBrock then married. So he's married, right? Mm-hmm. Comes to America, is like, I'm fuck my wife. Meets an actress, Kelly LeBrock.
Tries to marry her.
Doesn't.
Gets annulled.
No. Dates her, does whatever. Then he meets another girl, marries her. Marriage gets annulled. Goes back to the second girl, marries her, and has a kid.
Oh, I didn't even realize there was another girl.
Yeah, there's 3 girls. LaRussa, Fujitani, who's his wife, LaRussa, who's the girl he did marry and then annulled, and then Kelly LeBrock.
God damn, Seagal, you dog.
And this was all, by the way, he marries LeBrock the same year that his daughter was born in 1987. And then they had a son, Dominic, who was born in 1990. He has like 7 kids. He has a lot of kids, but like I could not find a lot of information on them, probably because they don't want to be associated with him.
That's fair.
And then they had a daughter named Arissa, who was born in 1993. And then in 1994, LeBrock files for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. Now, we're going to go back, because this was all kind of in California. We're going to go back to when he first gets back to the U.S., because he wanted to go back to Hollywood, but for some reason he ended up in Taos, New Mexico.
Close enough.
Sure. And he met Craig Dunn, a student. He met Craig Dunn, who became a student of his in Akido, and also would later go on to be his stuntman. And they open up a dojo in New Mexico.
Perfect.
Comes back, is like, I'm gonna be an actor, and then just opens up a dojo. This was short-lived, though, because Seagal spent most of his time occupied trying to become an actor, and actually went back to Japan to be a fight coordinator for a movie called The Challenge in 1982. So he scrimps and saves and all this shit to get back to the U.S. and then just immediately goes back to Japan. He spends a year there. In 1983, he comes back to the U.S. and he finally moves to North Hollywood, where he and another one of his students, Haru Matsuoka, open another dojo in North Hollywood. Just completely says, fuck my other student in New Mexico. Doesn't talk to him. They open this studio in North Hollywood. It's a complete failure, and they move it to West Hollywood. And then
did you look into if any of his dojos are still open that are in the U.S.?
I don't know if this is the whole thing. I wouldn't really call them his dojos.
Well, the ones that he's opened.
I don't know. I did not. But the reason I say that is because
that would be a great field trip.
Next time we're in LA, right?
I know. Oh, we can hit the Scientology speed run, and we can go to Steven Seagal's dojo.
Straight up, meet Tom Cruise. So they open this thing in North Hollywood. It's a complete failure. They move it to West Hollywood. It does marginally better, and because it's doing marginally better, Steven Seagal says, "Okay, I'm done," and just leaves. Just abandons the guy. Literally the same year that they open it. So this guy, like, that's why I say it's like really not his dojo. Like, he opened it, but like, never actually participated in it. So now we're back to 1987, where he really starts to kind of get his film career going. So he stars in a movie called Above the Law, and he landed the role by connections to Michael Ovitz, who was a talent agent at the time, and one of his martial arts students. So it is rumored, I can't confirm this, it's rumored that Michael Ovitz made a bet that he could turn anyone into a movie star, and was convinced that Steven Seagal was his best bet given his martial arts and knowledge. So he basically was like, the current slop at the time is martial arts movies.
Yeah.
If someone can convincingly do martial arts on screen, they're going to be
a movie star.
Yeah. So he just picked the shortest straw, which was Steven Seagal. Nonetheless, Above the Law was a commercial success, which got him additional roles in movies like Hard to Kill, Marked for Death, and Out for Justice. 5 years later, in 1992, we get to Under Siege, which is really his kind of breakthrough role. Mm-hmm. I have never heard of any of these movies.
I've heard of Above the Law and Under Siege.
I looked up the posters for these movies, and
they're all the same.
They all look like GTA posters, like not GTA game posters, but like posters you would see in GTA.
Yeah.
So yeah, Under Siege made him a household name, and in May of 1991, before the movie comes out, 3 female employees at WB accused Seagal of sexual harassment. 2 of the women settled for $500,000 out of court in exchange for remaining silent about the incident, and it goes no further. But this was not the end of the allegations, because at the same time, 4 other actresses accused Steven Seagal of making sexual advances towards them that were described as, quote, late night casting sessions. So bro was doing casting couch.
He was a pioneer, I've been saying.
Actress Jenny McCarthy also alleges that Steven Seagal asked her to undress during her audition for Under Siege 2.
He's like, there is a nude scene in this movie. I need to see you naked to make sure that you'll fit the role.
Yeah, I need to make sure that you've got perky ones. So now, in the lead up to Under Siege releasing, Steven Seagal was invited to host SNL. And it was a complete disaster. I don't like SNL. I really do think it is a
it's so washed.
What is the,
even in its golden era, it wasn't that good.
Well, what is the chart, like the good, neutral, bad, good, or like chaotic?
Lawful, an alignment chart.
Yeah, It's like the evil square to me. Like, I do not like it. I do not think it brings any benefit. And the people that it spits out now just get Netflix deals, and they're so unfunny, and I do not like it. And authenticity, Tina Fey has said that Tina Fey, who was on SNL, has said that authenticity is dangerous. If I ever get famous, SNL, do not call me. I will not be hosting it. And I will put a contract in all my movies that I direct that my stars cannot host SNL. I don't want to see that. I don't want my name being associated with SNL in any way, shape, or form. I hate that show. So he goes to do SNL. It's a complete disaster. Lorne Michaels, the creator of SNL, and cast members David Spade and Tim Meadows also called Seagal the worst host ever. Specifically, David Spade and Tim Meadows cited Seagal's refusal to do a specific sketch because the characters claimed they could beat up Steven Seagal.
Like the fucking Rock's contract where he could never lose a fight.
Yeah. Oh my God. Someone pointed out Matt Reeves's production company is like something in 6th, and The Rock's production company is 7th in book.
Okay.
So if you combine the two,
shut up, dude. So tired of this shit.
So another cast member, Julia Sweeney, I don't know if that's related to Sydney Sweeney, recalled that Seagal, quote, had this idea that he was a therapist and wanted Victoria Jackson to be his patient who had just been raped.
Wait, sorry, back up. This is the movie plot?
No, this is an idea for a sketch on SNL that Seagal had.
Seagal wanted to be the therapist?
He had an idea that he was a therapist and he wanted Victoria Jackson to be a patient who had just been raped. And the therapist says, you're going to have to come to me twice a week for like 3 years. Because he said, that's how therapists freaking are. They're just trying to get your money. And then he says that the psychiatrist tries to have sex with her. And that was the whole bit.
All right.
Later that year, Nicolas Cage was to host the show, and he was worried that...
Julia Sweeney was in Pulp Fiction?
Who was she? Oh, she's probably the girl in the diner.
Let me see. It's not loading. Dude, what the fuck has Uma Thurman been in recently?
Like, a lot of stuff.
She was
in Red, White, Royal Blue. I never see her. She was in Red, White, and Royal Blue. She's in Stranger Things, isn't she?
I have no idea.
Oh. I mean, it's Uma Thurman. She doesn't need the money.
That's fair. Christopher Walken was in Pulp Fiction too? Why don't I remember him?
Yeah, he's the...
I haven't seen the movie in forever, but who was he?
I literally just watched it for the first time the other day. He's John Travolta and Samuel Jackson's boss.
That's Marcellus Wallace, like the black guy.
Oh no, he was a there's like a no, that was
Ving Rhames.
Yeah, it's Ving Rhames. Yeah, I'm thinking of the general. I'm thinking of the general from Inglourious Basterds because I watched the movies back to back. He was. I remember seeing him in it. He was a small role. It was a very small role. It was not big.
Christopher Walken is not in Inglourious Basterds.
Yes, he is. He has a cameo. He's
like a cameo.
Yeah, he's like one of like the commandants, like the commandants, like in the diners in the dinner scene.
Oh.
Where they eat like the pastry.
Oh, okay.
He's in there. Anyway. So Nicolas Cage was going to host the show later that year, and he was worried that he was going to be, quote, the biggest jerk who had ever been on the show, to which the creator, Lorne Michaels, replied, no, that would be Steven Seagal. So everyone just fucking hated this guy. 1995 comes along.
Wait, did they do the fucking therapist rape sketch?
No, they wouldn't let him. They were like, that's not right. You can't just do shit like that. So 1995 comes along, and Seagal would find himself in hot water again, as he was charged with a slurry of criminal offenses, including employment discrimination, sexual harassment, and breach of contract. These stemmed from accusations made by Cheryl Schumann, a media personality, who said that Seagal threatened and beat her during the filming of On Deadly Ground. But it is notable, and I have to say this, that the charges were dismissed by the LA Superior Court judge, saying that they were repetitive and unintelligible.
Interesting.
Yeah, you'll notice that this guy gets like dangerously close to being like quote unquote canceled or like arrested, and he always skirts by somehow. It's very weird.
Because he Akido's the judge,
I guess. So after that whole debacle in 1995, he gets back to his film career. Following the success of a movie called Above the Law, Seagal continues his film career, but thought he could expand his horizons beyond acting, and he tried his hand at directing. In 1994, he directed and starred in On Deadly Ground, which actually starred some pretty major actors like Billy Bob Thornton and Michael Caine. Why do we fall, Master Bruce? To pick ourselves up. Steven Seagal.
I'm also noticing that all of his movies, except for his #1 movie, 3-word titles. Like, he really fucking likes 3-word titles.
So Billy Bob Thornton and Michael Caine are in this movie, and it was a pretty stark departure from his other roles, because in all his other roles, he basically plays like inner city cops.
Mm-hmm.
This film focused on spiritual and environmental themes and was universally panned. But Seagal considers it his most important work. He's like a really big environmentalist. It's very weird.
Yeah.
Like, you would think that
it might be his time in Japan that like led him to that, because Japan is very like.
But then he trains the IDF to bomb people. Like.
Yeah. I don't know.
So following the failure of that directorial debut, he pulled an RDJ and went back to Old Faithful and made Under Siege 2 Dark Territory. And during the filming of this, it is noted that he would show up to set and rewrite most of his lines and the scenes that he was in specifically. So they had this whole thing panned out and just said, no, I'm going to do this. He then went on to star in a Kurt Russell movie that he got roped into as compensation for going over budget for On Deadly Ground, which was that directorial debut. So he went so far over budget that WB was like, you got to star in this other movie with Kurt Russell. In 1996, he made The Glimmer Man, another environmental flop where he played an EPA Office of Enforcement and Compliance Assurance agent fighting industrialists dumping toxic waste in the Kentucky hills.
That sounds enthralling. Why did it fail so bad?
Okay, so he was a compliance officer, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a martial arts movie. So he's like this parking meter guy who's like...
Okay, before I was being sarcastic, but now I'm kind of fucking bought in.
Right.
That's what we need to do after Mission Impossible. We need to do Steven Seagal like.
Oh yeah,
movie
we'll
review.
do a still. Yeah, we'll find his worst rated one. So he combined his two passions basically in this film, and that finished out his contract at WB. So now he's a free agent. 1997, Seagal decides to adopt religion into his life, and he became a Buddhist, which just really lines up with everything. Maybe I'll go to the Buddhist Church that we have here in Sacramento and trying to get them to
talk about Steven Seagal.
We'll try to get him here. Ambush him. So he becomes a Buddhist. This is okay. Remember how when he got into martial arts, he marries his wife, who's wholly more qualified than him to teach martial arts. And then her dad was like, "You, sir, who do not have a single belt under your name, you're going to be the Aikido instructor."
Yeah.
So he becomes a Buddhist, and in February of that same year, so he becomes a Buddhist in 1997. January of 1997, this is New Year's resolution. February of 1997, Lama Penyor Rinpoche from the Paluyal Monastery announced that Seagal was the reincarnation of Chundrag Dorje, a 17th century treasure revealer.
Treasure revealer?
Yeah, so he's just this guy you find on your quests, and he's like, the treasure's over there.
Interesting.
So he becomes a Buddhist, and they're immediately just like, this guy's so fucking important. Like,
I've never seen Akido like this. He's gonna Akido the treasure out of the ground.
I'm wondering if it's because, like, you know, Tom Cruise like the Scientology uses their really famous people to like it, yeah. They don't let Tom Cruise talk about Scientology, but like they let the narrative of him being a Scientologist kind of flow to get that, you know, because he has such goodwill with the public.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm wondering if that's what happened with him. With the Buddhists, like, were the Buddhists in some hot water?
I don't think the Buddhists need advertising. They're like, what, the third biggest religion in the world?
Is the Dalai Lama Buddhist? Because he was touching kids.
No, he wasn't touching kids. He was tongue kissing kids.
Big difference.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Dalai Lama Buddhist?
I know he's in China or Tibet or something like that.
Yeah, Tibetan Buddhism.
Okay, cool. So that's what I'm wondering, was the Buddhist Church in some hot water in the 90s that they needed Steven Seagal of all people? You know, it's like,
I don't know.
You know when like companies are really struggling and they try to get like the D-list actor that's like kind of famous to like be their spokesperson?
Yeah.
Like, is that what's happening here?
I'm Googling Buddhism controversy 90s. I'm in crisis after discovering all the Vedanta controversy. Survivors of an international Buddhist cult share their stories.
Maybe the Dalai Lama in the 90s was like, we should kill the Bosnians.
Well, didn't the Dalai Lama get like fucking kidnapped and assassinated by somebody? And there hasn't been like a real Dalai Lama for a while because of that.
Maybe because the current Dalai Lama, they knew he was going to be a Dalai Lama when he was a kid.
Yeah.
So maybe it was the Dalai Lama before him?
I don't know. I remember
Buddhism is so crazy. That's another thing I went through in high school. I was very convinced that I was going to be a Buddhist.
Yeah, you and whatever that fuckboy's name is that worked at the first Hisui.
Oh, wow. I don't know who you're talking about.
God, it was fuck, I don't remember who it was. Maybe Joe would remember.
I want to know who you're talking. We'll figure this out after because I want to know now. So, okay. So he becomes the reincarnation of the treasure revealer, and he continues his movie making career well into the 21st century. In fact, his most recent movie was in 2019.
Yep.
But he's
still pumping them out.
Racially ambiguous Liam Neeson, except Liam Neeson has kind of gotten better with age.
Mm-hmm.
Except for that one time when he didn't. But almost everything after the 90s was released direct to video in North America. So like they would not release his movies in North America. Some of the projects got international film releases. And in 2000, he saw the raw end of a business deal come back to bite him in the ass when he became the victim of attempted extortion. So in 1990, he met Julius R. Nasso, who was a film producer, and he produced Seagal's film Marked for Death. After filming the project, the two developed a really great working relationship that Seagal would even go so far as to describe them as being best friends. And they ended up starting a production company called Seagal Nasso Productions. Super creative. But their relationship quickly soured around 2000 when Nasso alleged that Seagal owed him approximately $3 million in compensation for a breach of contract where Seagal backed out of a 4-film deal.
God damn.
Yeah, so he just refused to film.
He's like, yeah, I'll make this company. He did the same thing he did with the dojos. He like made it, and then he was like, all right, I'm gone.
I think he just has a really short attention span. Much like the thing I said last week, I think this could have been resolved with Subway Surfer videos.
What do you mean?
Like, if there was Subway Surfer videos in his dojo.
Oh, he would have stuck around.
He would have stuck around.
Been a master
yeah.
for a while. Okay.
Yeah. So to resolve this issue of Seagal owing this guy $3 million, Nasso enlisted some special help. The Gambino crime family, who are known as the most predominant mob family in New York City.
Yep. They made Donald Glover.
In October of 2000, the Gambino family captain Anthony Ciccione, I'm assuming is how you pronounce it. Don't kill me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Visits Seagal in Toronto while he was filming Exit Wounds. And then again in January of 2001, when Primo Casarino, these names are so fucking comically Italian. Primo Casarino, accompanied by a slew of other gangsters, picked Seagal up by car and brought him to a restaurant in Brooklyn to meet Ciccione, where Ciccione allegedly gave him 3 choices: make the movies, pay Nasso $150,000 per movie, or die right here, right now. Obviously, Steven Seagal is still alive. So how did he get out of this pickle? Well, Seagal's detailing of this incident was just a little different. He claims that he brought a gun to this meeting and was able to stall Ciccione until he could rightfully escape.
He brought a gun to the meeting to stall the guy until he could escape?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm picturing? You know that scene from The Dark Knight Rises where Catwoman brings the senator that she kidnapped into the thing to give the guy the fingerprints?
Yeah.
And he's like, you think your friends are going to help? And she's like, no, but everyone's looking for him. And then they just flip the tables and everyone starts shooting.
Yeah.
That's what I'm picturing Steven Seagal is like. That's what happened in his mind. When in reality, the mob was just like, look, man, you got to pay the guy, do the thing, or something bad's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can go. Because they're not going to kill him right then and right there.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to let him think about it. So he says that after the incident, Seagal enlisted his own crime family to help resolve the issue.
What, the Seagal crime family?
The Genovese crime family, who was also based in New York and New Jersey. So he basically was like, I'm going to just do Gotham, and I'm going to get the Maronis and the Falcones to fucking fight it out for me for some reason. So he contacts Genovese crime family captain Angelo Prisco, who was currently in jail at the time. And he acted as an intermediary between Nasso and Seagal and the Gambino crime family by proxy while in prison, and he was paid $10,000 for doing so. So the situation came to a head in 2003 when Casarino and Ciccione and other members of the Gambino crime family were arrested and convicted on multiple extortion-related charges under RICO. So they got hit with a RICO charge. And Seagal was the key witness in the trial. So
gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Brave man. Brave man testifying against the mob.
Hey, he knows Akido. He'd be fine.
Well, so he even points the finger at Nasso and all this too.
Damn.
And is like, okay, I can get out of this fucking deal. So Nasso ends up actually going to prison for a little bit of time. He goes to prison for a couple years. And while he's in prison, he files a lawsuit for $60 million against Seagal.
He said, all right, you want to put me in jail? We'll fucking 20x the price.
Yeah, pretty much. So he gets out of jail, and then him and Seagal settle out of court. No one knows what the settlement was, but it was not $60 million. So that came to an end. In 2004, Seagal decides, okay, after my brush with death in the restaurant of the crime family, I'm going to try my hand in a new field. Music. So one of his many talents is being able to play guitars, as he's actually known to have an extensive collection of guitars from rock legends throughout the decades, including like Buddy Holly, Elvis, stuff like that. And it was in this year that he released his first album, Songs from the Crystal Cave.
Is that on Apple Music?
It is on Apple Music, and you will see that Stevie Wonder is on the album for some reason.
Damn.
Yeah, he had money, apparently. He had money to make a Stevie Wonder feature, but not money to pay back his debts.
Songs from the Crystal Cave. I can only find one song from this album. Oh, there it is. There's the album. Oh, it's blues music, huh? From 2014. That's brave.
He might have remastered it.
Oh, he has so many albums on Apple Music. Just kidding. He has 2.
Yeah, he only has 2 albums.
Oh, yeah. This is from 2004, 2006.
Yeah. So a lot of these songs were repackaged into a soundtrack for his 2005 film Into the Sun.
Wait. There's also a single that he has on Apple Music called Snatch Every Motherfucker Birthday. Collective Variety Crew, or that's Collective Variety Crew is the name of the people who made it, featuring Steven Seagal. It's a rock song from 2025.
It's got to be like one of those Trump songs.
Bruce Willis has music?
Oh, famously. It's good music. It's good music though. Bruce Willis's music is good.
Okay.
So he makes this album, Songs from the Crystal Cave, immediately repackages all the songs into a soundtrack for his film that he's making, which gives him more credits and higher pay. In 2006, he released his second and last album, Mojo Priest, and embarked on a world tour. Tom Jurek of AllMusic, that's a music publication, panned the album, rating it 1.5 stars out of 5, and stated that Seagal's guitar playing, quote, rarely rises above bar band pedigree, and that, quote, all of this music takes itself so seriously that it borders on delusional excess. So now remember how we mentioned that Seagal was asked to be, oh, I never mentioned this. So in the 80s, this is why I got confused, because all this shit was written out, like all these sources, just like because he has so much stuff going on. You know, so in the 80s, when he's this big action star, he ends up getting asked to be a reserve sheriff in Louisiana.
All right.
Like Shaq, like a ceremonial reserve, right? So he accepts it. He gets his badge. He, gets a key to the city. And it's just a parish in Louisiana, like a random parish. Because they don't have counties, they have parishes. Abandons that idea like normal, right? Now it's 2006, 2007.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I've done music, done acting, I've created Akido, apparently, I've fought the mob and won. What am I going to do now? I'm going to become a cop. So he goes back to Louisiana and says, I have a badge, put me on the payroll.
Fuck, I feel like I remember seeing a video of him like doing a raid with a SWAT team.
It's in here.
Oh, perfect.
Not the video, but the story of it.
Yeah.
So, after his film career starts to die down, and he tries to move into the writing and producing role, and that doesn't really help, he decides to bring back up the cop thing. And in 2009, A&E develops a TV series starring Seagal called Steven Seagal Lawman, which focused on him being a cop in Jefferson Parish. So they just let him out with a gun, handcuffs, no training. Just,
I don't think he had a vest on either when he was doing shit, if I remember right.
Damn, he was just
out there. He was gonna Akido the bullets.
Yes. So the show lasted from 2009 to 2010, when it was abruptly suspended due to more allegations coming about Steven Seagal. On April 12th of 2010, then 23-year-old Caden Wynn filed a lawsuit against Steven Seagal in LA Superior Court, seeking over $1 million in damages, accusing him of sexual harassment, failure to prevent sexual harassment, wrongful termination, and perhaps most importantly, sex trafficking.
All right.
Dude's a cop and he's sex trafficking people.
This was 2010 and he was born in 52?
Yeah.
So he was what, 58 at this time? God damn.
Yep. I just need to know, has Steven Seagal ever been to the Virgin Islands?
I mean,
like, have we checked the Epstein files for Steven Seagal?
You know what? It's eventually gonna come out. Steven Seagal founded the Epstein company with Epstein, but then shortly after its founding, he just left to do something else.
It's, you know what? We'll know if he's in the Epstein files when he gets the Presidential Medal of Freedom. We'll know.
Gets his citizenship back.
So the case, the case of the sex trafficking, while shocking, ultimately led nowhere because Wynn abruptly withdrew her case without explanation 3 months after filing it.
She got Akido'd.
I'm willing to bet the Genovese crime family contacted her. So she withdraws her claim. There's not much on this because she withdraws it. It's very abrupt. Mm-hmm. Everyone has the attention span of a worm at this point. Everyone forgets about it, including A&E. And in 2011, he gets another TV series. This time it's fictional, called True Justice, which aired and premiered in the UK. Completely flopped, and it was repackaged as a series of short movies with 2 episodes being combined into one. The show ran for 2 seasons and stars Seagal as Elijah Kane, the head of the Special Investigations Unit, an undercover police task force in Seattle.
All right.
But this wasn't his only TV show that he got back, because A&E re-enlisted his show, Steven Seagal Lawman, and he was back in action, but this time they sent him to Maricopa County, Arizona. Now, if that sounds familiar to you, do you know who Joe Arpaio is? He's a sheriff, the sheriff in Maricopa County. He is the guy who built Tent City.
Who built what?
Tent City in Maricopa County.
What is Tent City? So
the jail in Maricopa County is not a jail. It's a series of, like, you know, those like tents that they have for like disaster relief. Mm-hmm. It's a series of those, and all the prisoners are housed outside in Arizona. This guy's track record on human rights, like, borders on like Israel level of, like, you know, and he gets away with it because the people that he's housing are like criminals, but it's like, there's still a lot of human rights violations going on. This guy has like an ironclad grip on sheriff. Like, he has been the sheriff since the 80s.
God damn.
Do you know who the president of El Salvador is? The Bukele guy?
Yeah.
Do you know like his whole story? How like they had like all the gangs and shit, and he came in and just like declared the gangs illegal and was like, if I even think that you're associated with a gang member, you're going to CCOT.
Yeah.
That is exactly what Joe Arpaio did in Maricopa County. And he just the most evil man.
Yeah.
He was one of the people that was floated as potential AG for Trump. Doesn't have a law degree, by the way.
I was about to say he's a fucking sheriff.
Yeah. Elected sheriff.
Yeah.
So he's not even a cop. He's an elected sheriff. Anyone can run for sheriff.
Yeah, that's crazy that she can just be elected to be a cop.
You could do that for coroner too.
Yeah.
I thought of it because Sacramento County has a elected sheriff, and I was like, should I run for sheriff of Sacramento County? Just see what happens. So they send him to Maricopa County. And in 2011, the same year that this show comes back on, he faces another lawsuit from resident of Maricopa County, Jesus Sanchez Yolvera, who filed a lawsuit against Seagal alleging damages stemming from a raid that was conducted on his home while filming the show. The complaint alleged that Yolvera's home was raided by Seagal and his team under suspicion of engaging in illegal cockfighting. So they raid his home because of this. They don't just do an investigation, they full-on raid his home.
Yeah.
And during the raid, their puppy was shot and killed, and the house was damaged by the use of an army surplus tank.
A tank for a cockfighting ring?
I looked it up. It's a tank.
What model?
I don't know.
Do you have a picture of it?
Yeah.
Still?
Let me Google it. I didn't put it in here, but yes, it's a fucking tank.
Because army surplus, I'm imagining like a fucking World War II.
They're just like, we have the prototype M1 Abrams.
Yeah.
Steven Seagal tank. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, shit. It doesn't look like it looks like a tank, but it's not a tank. Oh God, Jesus fucking Christ.
Steven Seagal police raid tank images.
Find it.
Oh, it's just like an APC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still big. It's like that scene from
yeah.
It's like that scene from Straight Outta Compton. The opening scene where they like battering ram it and yank the whole front of the house off.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking of the opening scene from Sicario too.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah.
So he alleges that their house was damaged and their dog was killed. The lawsuit was dismissed in January of 2013 due to a paperwork error.
So convenient that Steven Seagal has never had to face a day in court.
Right. So the show ends with this. They were like, okay, this is too much. The tank was the line, not the sex trafficking, but the tank. So everything dies down. And in 2016, he had another big year. Because like I mentioned before, he holds citizenship in many different countries. He was born in Lansing, Michigan, making him a U.S. citizen by birthright. But after teaching several Akido classes to the Serbian Special Forces, Serbia grants him citizenship on January 11th.
That's what I'm talking about.
Steven Seagal has citizenship to my home country before I have citizenship to my home. The home country that I have a blood right citizenship to. He has a citizenship too. On November 3rd of 2016, so election day of 2016, he was granted Russian citizenship.
Yep.
After what was a spokesperson cited as, quote, he was asking quite insistently and over a lengthy period to be granted citizenship. So he bugged the Kremlin so much for Russian citizenship.
They're just like, fine, shut the fuck
yes. up. So Seagal and Putin are actually cited as being good friends, as he said that he considers Putin a brother. And then the same spokesperson who basically was like, we gave him the citizenship because he's annoying, said that Putin has, quote, definitely seen some of his movies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Seagal knows a bit of Russian too.
Oh, I'm sure he knows Dos Vidanios.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard, but Putin is like been locked in bunkers recently. Like he refuses to go to any of his homes. Like he just spends all his time in bunkers because I guess he got in a fight with his basically his Secretary of Defense. I don't know what it's like a minister.
Is he afraid of being assassinated?
Yes. Because he basically says that anyone working in the government cannot take public transport now. Anyone that interacts with him cannot have a cell phone. And he installed like cameras and all this shit in all of like his chefs' home, like not just like where his chefs work, but like in their homes too. So
paranoid motherfucker.
I guess the first time he came out of a bunker in 3 weeks was for their like Victory Day parade for World War II. And even then he was scared to do it because basically Ukraine was like, who knows, maybe a fucking nuke will go off in Moscow. And they're just like toying with him. But it's gotten to the point where they think that
it's gotten to the point he's called Steven Seagal to be at his side at all times.
Probably. I imagine he's in the bunker watching Under Siege and Under Siege 2. But yeah, so he's scared of a coup. And basically it's really funny because everyone's like, yeah, do it, defense minister. And it's like the defense minister is just like 99% Hitler. And then there's Putin who's 100% Hitler. So it's like...
there's not much difference between them.
Yeah. So in 2017, he also faced another big year, but for opposite reasons. He was accused by actress and wife of Ellen DeGeneres, Portia de Rossi, of sexually assaulting her in a movie audition. So mind you, Portia de Rossi is a lesbian. De Rossi alleged that during an audition, Steven Seagal stressed how important it was that stars have off-screen chemistry as well to on-screen chemistry and unzipped his pants. Do you think you can act in this movie? Well, act on my cock. Like
Akido my dick.
Aikido my kung fu till I jujitsu all over her.
Wait, I don't know much about Ellen DeGeneres, to be fair, but her wife's last name also starts with "de."
Yes, but different. So she's DE space Rossi, so 2 words. Ellen DeGeneres is just DeGeneres. DE generous.
Was Ellen's name before she got married just Ellen Generous, and then they both added
it's Ellen DeGeneres.
Okay.
Yeah, just coincidence. This was not the end of the allegations, however, in 2017, because I think 2017 was Me Too.
He's still alive. There's still more time.
There is more time. I think 2017 was Me Too, if I remember that correctly.
That was like peak liberalism.
Yeah. So actress Katherine Heigl accused Steven Seagal of sexual assault on the set of Under Siege 2. So Under Siege 2 was like all of these things. So he was just going crazy on that set.
Did that movie just happen to be produced by Harvey Weinstein?
You know what? I would not be shocked. It's either Harvey Weinstein or Roman Polanski. So during the filming of Under Siege 2, she was 16. So it could be Roman Polanski. It could be, what's the guy who married his daughter? Woody Allen.
Yeah.
It could be Woody Allen. She said that Seagal told her at the time he had many girlfriends her age.
I'm telling you, this movie was produced by Weinstein. He founded Epstein's like sex trafficking ring and then just left to do movies.
So during a taping of the Jimmy Kimmel show in 2017.
I don't think I'll ever trust anybody with like Steen in their last name, now that I think about it.
So Israel.
Israel Steen.
Israel Steen. There's this TikTok I saw where it's like, I don't know if you've heard about Cars for Kids.
Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I did.
So someone was like,
if anybody didn't hear about it, Cars for Kids is now banned from running ads in California because it turns out the cars that they were donating, the money for it was supposed to go to like help children in California. It was funding the state of Israel.
Yeah. So someone posted a TikTok where it was like me trying to explain the Cars for Kids controversy without sounding like QAnon.
Yeah.
So Israel. Candace Owens. We found your next story. Did Cars for Kids kill Charlie Kirk?
The bullet that went through his neck. Oh my god!
If he would have gotten hit by a car.
Oh my god.
Oh. We have to go back in time. Okay, so she was 16 when she alleged this. Like she was 16 during her allegations, right? So she said this happened when she was 16. She's telling this story in 2017 on Jimmy Kimmel. Mm-hmm. And Jimmy Kimmel, because Jimmy Kimmel's pretty liberal, he's pretty left-wing guy, despite him being annoying. On the show displayed a picture of them on the set where Seagal is visibly gripping her boobs as a 16-year-old. Never had charges faced for this, by the way.
Well, I mean, isn't there? I don't know exactly what it is, but there's the whole thing about like
statute of limitations.
Well, no, not that, but when like YouTubers do investigations into pedophiles and shit, and then they like expose it and put it in a video and put it online, it like can't be in court anymore. They can't be charged with it because they've already like kind of fucked up. Like the YouTuber like fucked up somehow.
No, a responsible DA would take that and not necessarily use their evidence, but do their own investigation.
Well, it famously just doesn't happen.
Well, that's just because we just don't prosecute fucking predators like we should.
I guess, yeah, but
so
yeah.
After this, Dutch model Fabiola Dottis also accused of sexual assault years prior, and 2018 saw 2 more bombshells against Steven Seagal. Actress Rachel Grant accused Seagal of sexually assaulting her in 2002 during production of a film and was terminated from the film after the incident, so retaliation. And in March of 2018, Regina Simmons, who I believe was like a media personality, claimed that in 1993, Seagal raped a then 18-year-old Simmons in his home when she was lured there under the guise of a wrap party for a film.
Insane.
Yes. And in response to all of these accusations, the Los Angeles County District Attorney declined to charge Seagal because of statute of limitations on both cases. So again, he has skirted any accountability for anything.
Just fucking Akido the accountability.
Literally. So there's a couple other things about Seagal that I want to talk about. mainly his political activism and his conflicts with stuntmen, because it's very like prominent, because he gets into fights with his stuntmen. But they're not, the sources that I found were not like necessarily like linear, like chronological. So I'm just going to read the summary from Wikipedia because it actually summarizes it very, very well.
Okay.
So conflicts with stuntmen. Seagal has been accused by former stunt performers who have worked with him, including Kane Hodder, Stephen Quartos, and Gene LaBelle, of intentionally hitting stuntmen during scenes. Could you imagine? Like, okay, fake the punch, and he's... Additionally, while serving as a stunt coordinator for Out for Justice, LaBelle allegedly got into an on-set altercation with Seagal over his mistreatment of some of the film's stunt performers. After the actor claimed that due to his Aikido training, he was, quote, immune to being choked unconscious. I have not read this, by the way.
He said she was immune to being choked
unconscious.
That's so funny.
LaBelle supposedly offered Seagal the opportunity to prove it. With Seagal's permission, LaBelle then successfully choked him unconscious, with Seagal losing bowel control and shitting himself. Although LaBelle has not directly confirmed the rumor, he implied that it was true in a 2012 interview. Seagal's bodyguard and stuntman, Stephen Lambert, stated that in a confrontation did happen during which Seagal elbowed LaBelle before he could lock the hold after LaBelle flipped Seagal. Seagal has directly denied that a confrontation took place, calling LaBelle, quote, a sick, pathological scumbag liar.
Insane.
You know what this reminds me? Sorry, the whole elbow thing. Did you see the Ronda Rousey Gina Carano fight last night?
Yeah, you sent me a clip of it. It was like 30 seconds.
Do you know who Gina Carano is?
Yeah, she was the
bitch from Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Got fired.
Yeah, for being like an insanely racist bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My cousin used to train with Ronda Rousey, but she's from the Bay. And she trains at the UFC gym in Concord.
Okay.
And my cousin trains at the UFC gym in Concord. Like, he literally fights with her because I think he's a black belt now in jiu-jitsu. And
damn, your cousin hits women?
She's a lesbian. Come on. These fists are unisex. I shouldn't say anything about fists around lesbians. Robert Wall included LaBelle in his, quote, Dirty Dozen, a list of martial artists willing to answer to a public challenge made by Seagal. LaBelle, however, declined to participate and would feud with Seagal. As the feud with Seagal was hurting him professionally, he did, however, criticize Seagal for his treatment of stuntmen and left open the possibility of a professional fight if Steven Seagal wanted it. I need these 70-year-old men to fight.
Yeah.
How old is Mike Tyson? How old is convicted sex offender Mike Tyson?
He's also pretty fucking old. I think he's like 60.
Did
70s.
I tell you about the time that I caused Mike Tyson to delete a tweet?
No.
So I don't know if you saw, but for the Super Bowl this year, he did a Make America Healthy Again ad with RFK. And he posted it on Twitter and was like, this is the honor of a life. So I quoted it and said, thanks, registered sex offender Mike Tyson, and posted his registry in Florida. And it got like 10,000 views, and he deleted it. Allegations of mistreatment towards stuntmen have been continued throughout Seagal's later career, with both stuntman Peter Harris Kent, Arnold Schwarzenegger's stunt double, and Mike Leader publicly criticizing his on-set antics. Actor John Leguizamo also claimed that during rehearsals for Executive Decision, in retaliation for laughing at him, Seagal caught him off guard and knocked him into a brick wall. You got to be real fucking dirty to hit John Leguizamo.
He Aikido'd him.
Michael J. White, who acted with him in a number of movies, stated that he routinely hit stuntmen and that he was known for it. He said they just accepted it. However, he stated that Seagal never hit him.
All right. Well, I mean, when you're a trained professional like he is.
Liam Neeson and Steven Seagal should fight. Okay, everyone, I'm going to open up a GoFundMe.
I don't think Liam Neeson actually knows how to fight, though. I think he's just a movie star.
Is there an old...
So that's why, like, Keanu Reeves...
You're telling me that he wasn't actually beating up Albanians in Taken?
No, I don't think so.
Fuck!
He was hopping over those fences, though.
It was definitely him.
Who's
an old movie? Keanu Reeves is like 50.
He's getting up there.
No, Steven Seagal's 70. I need a 70-year-old.
A 70-year-old that can fight?
A 60 or 70-year-old. Has to be retirement age or higher. Who's an old... Sylvester Stallone.
I think he's also... Keanu Reeves is 61, okay?
He is?
Yeah.
They're making a John Wick 5. Are they really going to make him fall down those stairs again? At this point, it's just elder abuse.
Dude, Keanu Reeves will be the one to fight Steven Seagal. Let's see. Keanu Reeves is 6'1". Steven Seagal... I can't imagine he's that much taller.
Steven Seagal wears lifts. There's no way.
Oh, he's 6'4". So Steven Seagal's 3 inches on Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, but he's
Keanu
fat.
Reeves has 13 years on Steven Seagal. So
and Steven Seagal's fat, so he's slower.
Yeah, but you have more weight. You hit harder. So that's also a disadvantage for Keanu Reeves.
But if he blocks it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like...
You know what? Fuck it. Steven Seagal and the self-defense guy. Just put him in a cage. You know what? I will let
What was that guy's name? It was like Detroit Self-Defense or some shit like that.
I will let Donald Trump host the UFC event at the White House if that's the match. And I'll buy a ticket. I'll go.
Ever since you said Mike Tyson's name, I just can't stop thinking about that clip of his butt cheeks from that fight.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen the Mike Tyson butt cheeks clip? I don't want to see Mike
clip. No. I've seen the clip of him biting the guy's ear off.
No, you showed me Family Guy. You're going to see Mike Tyson butt.
Registered sex offender butt.
Yeah, registered sex offender Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson butt. So this is like mid-interview for some fight he did.
Damn, he's got a nice back. Is he in a jockstrap?
I don't know what he's in, but... Where the fuck is it? Come on. But yeah, he like daps the interviewer up. This is being live streamed on Netflix. And then he walks away and he's just whole cheeks are out.
Oh, you know what we should do? We should have a sexual predator tournament. We should have Conor McGregor, Mike Tyson, Steven Seagal. Who else is a sexual predator fighter?
I mean, I'm sure there's many more, but I feel like McGregor just wins.
But throw them all in an octagon at once.
Yeah, McGregor just wins. He's like fucking coked out of his mind now.
You don't think Steven Seagal could Akido Conor McGregor out of it?
No, I think Conor McGregor would like fucking eat his throat.
You don't think Steven Seagal would whip his ponytail at him?
I mean, he could. Yeah, that's true.
What if he has
he might get like some hair in his eye? That would be painful.
Well, he could load it with like a nunchuck.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. Who's the... I want to say it's a Mortal Kombat character. They have like a knife in their hair that they like and like throw.
It might be a Street Fighter because I don't know who you're talking about.
Maybe.
I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan. The movie just came out. I need to go see it. And I'm really pissed because the guy from The Boys is Johnny. What's his name?
Johnny Cage. I thought you were a Mortal Kombat fan.
I wanted to say
you're a fucking fake ass fan.
You want to know why? Because I was thinking of Human Torch, Johnny Storm, and I was like thinking Cage, but I felt myself about to say Storm, and I didn't want to fuck it up. Johnny Cage, yes. I also don't like Johnny Cage. He's my least favorite character in Mortal Kombat.
Really?
Yeah. I like Baraka. I like Aaron Black. I like Liu Kang. Raiden's fine. Depends on the game. Raiden's fine. Sometimes Raiden's really bad. I really like Baraka.
My favorites to play were always Scorpion and Noob.
Scorpion's so fucking... That's like... who's your favorite superhero? Batman.
Okay, mister. Let's like take a look around.
Batman isn't my favorite superhero.
You have so much Batman shit.
Because he's the most like widely like accepted. Like, you know, they don't make Dr. Fate merch. Dr. Fate's my favorite superhero.
Okay, well, if I were to break into your home, I'd be like, this guy's favorite superhero is Batman.
I can see that.
It is 2026. You can find Dr. Fate merch.
Yeah, there's a lot of Pierce Brosnan ones. Okay, let's get back to Steven Seagal because we have one last thing. So he's also very politically active. Unfortunately. So this is another thing where it's kind of just like this is a mishmash of
this
shit.
Is what ruined Steven Seagal for me.
It was not the sex trafficking of the tank, it was his political activism. So Seagal lent his voice as a narrator for an activist film project, Medicine Lake Video. The project seeks to protest sacred tribal ground near Seagal's ranch in Siskiyou County, California.
Wait, he's protesting the sacred tribal ground?
He's protect sacred tribal ground in Siskiyou County, California.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
What if one of our old permits got denied in Siskiyou County because of Seagal?
I don't know.
You can't put that ground mount solar.
I don't know if I ever. That's not in our jurisdiction. I don't think.
It is. It's.
Oh, it's north?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Siskiyou is the top right. It borders like Oregon and Nevada in the top.
Okay.
Like right next to Del Norte.
Yeah.
The fucking bad one. He also wrote an open letter to the leadership of Thailand in 2003 urging them to enact a law to prevent the torture of baby elephants.
Okay.
Good. In 1999, he was awarded the PETA Humanitarian Award. Boo.
I do not like PETA.
I don't know if you saw my Instagram story on Wednesday, but I met a baby kangaroo.
Yeah, you met like a bunch of babies.
Yeah, the owls. So yeah, that was from SeaWorld. So
why the fuck was SeaWorld at your job?
Little unethical. They come every year. Little unethical, but it got me out of my office for 5 minutes while I went down to the lobby to see them. Okay. So my coworker didn't want to go because she's scared of the animals, but she was like, no, they make me sad. And I was like, these animals are fairly healthy looking and happy looking. Like it's not depressing. Mm-hmm. Like I'll give them that. Like the alligator that they've had him since he was a baby. He's like 40 years old. Uh-huh. He loves being pet. Like you pet him and he like purrs. Oh, he does that. You know that.
Can you imagine they bring fucking Shamu?
So my coworker's from San Diego and I was like, you don't know Shamu? Shamu's not your best friend. So she was like, yeah, the animals just make me sad. So I was like, oh, she's a fucking PETA activist. She's fucking, I'm like shouting this in the office and she's like, stop, I'm not a PETA activist. Okay. So in March 2014, in a March 2014 interview with, Rossiyaska Gazeta, Seagal described Vladimir Putin as, quote, one of the great living world leaders. He expressed support for the annexation of Crimea by Russia. In July of 2014, following a boycott for Seagal, following calls for a boycott, Seagal was dropped from the lineup from the August Blues Festival in Haapsalu, Estonia.
He was dropped from a blues festival in Estonia.
Yeah.
Because of him advocating for Crimea's annexation.
Yes.
That's insane.
Estonian musician, Tonis Mägi. Yeah, sure. Minister of Foreign Affairs Urmas Pait and Parliament's Foreign Affairs Chairman Marko Mikkelsen had all condemned inviting Seagal into the country, with Pait saying that, quote, Steven Seagal has tried to actively participate in politics during the past few months and has done it in a way which is unacceptable to the majority of the world that respects democracy and the rule of law. In August of 2014, Seagal appeared at Nightwolves organized show in Sevastopol, Crimea, supporting the Crimean annexation and depicting Ukraine as a country controlled by fascists. You know what's really funny?
Steven Seagal knocked the first domino over that led to the Ukrainian war.
Pretty much. You know what's really fucking funny? This whole like right-wing quote-unquote conspiracy that Ukraine was controlled by fascists is like, it's not untrue, but it's not true. Like there was Nazis in their government. Do you know where there's also Nazis in the government?
The head of the state of Russia.
The head of the state of Russia, Congress in the U.S. Like
the head of the state of Israel.
The head of the state of Israel. Like it's just it pisses me off. I hate when people say that Ukraine has Nazis in it. So does Germany. Like everywhere
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, Germany has like the Nazi Party 2.0,
yeah, like
currently contending for power.
So as I mentioned before, he was granted Russian citizenship in November 2016. His views on Ukraine and Russia citizenship caused Ukraine to ban him from entering the country because he committed socially dangerous actions. Seagal visited the Republic of Azerbaijan in 2015 and met with the country's longtime president, Ilham Aliyev. Seagal has expressed his support for Azerbaijan's territorial integrity, disputing with Armenia over the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. So he's pro-Armenian genocide.
He's just on the wrong side of every global affairs situation.
Do not mention Bosnia to this man.
Just look up whatever Steven Seagal is saying, and I trust you will get more bitches if you say the opposite. Except for maybe the baby elephants thing. That's fine.
Seagal spoke out against the protests during the United States national anthem by professional athletes, stating, "I believe in free speech. I believe that everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but I don't agree that they should hold the United States of America or the world hostage by taking a venue where people are tuning in to watch a football game and imposing their political views." And shockingly, he also...
Wait, hold on. He doesn't like politics mixing with entertainment, is what he's saying.
Correct.
He went to a festival in Crimea to be like, oh my God, it's such a good thing you guys got annexed.
Yes.
What the fuck?
He also shockingly expressed skepticism of alleged Russian interference in the 2016 United States election. Wonder why. In 2017, Seagal collaborated with the former chair of the Arizona Republican Party, Tom Morrissey, in writing a self-published conspiracy thriller novel, titled The Way of the Shadow Wolves, The Deep State, and the Hijacking of America, which featured Tono's shadow wolf tracker working for U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement to foil a plot by Mexican drug cartels and the, quote, deep state to smuggle Islamist terrorists into the United States through the U.S.-Mexico border.
Cool, so he's just completely lost it by this point.
I would argue that he lost it back when he went to Japan, but yes, for sure. In 2017, Seagal met with Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte. Now, if you don't know who Rodrigo Duterte is, he was basically the dictator of Philippines. Like, he was, the villain of Far Cry 4? The gay guy?
Yeah.
Similar. That guy's supposed to be like the leader of Cambodia or Thailand, one of the two. I
think it was Thailand, yeah.
But same flavor, different font kind of thing. Yeah. 6 chickens one way, half a dozen the other. While scouting locations in Manila for a possible film during the visit, Seagal flashed Duarte's signature fist, which is that. In 2021, Seagal gave a...
Wait, so he was just going for a fist bump? That's
no, they do signature? The kung fu thing. Like Duarte always does that.
Oh, okay.
And so he did that to like show support. Again, everything is relevant. Time is a loop, because in 2021, Seagal gave a katana to Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro as Russia's Foreign Affairs Ministry special envoy.
So
he is Russia's Special Affairs Ministry Foreign Affairs Ministry envoy.
He Googled a list of worst world leaders and just did a fucking tour of the entire planet.
Maduro referred to Seagal as, quote, my brother.
Wait. Seagal gave him a katana. Do you think when the SEAL team broke into his house to fucking abduct him, he was trying to defend himself with the katana?
And he pulls it out. There's nothing there because it's Steven Seagal katana. It just says Akido. I wonder what the relationship between because Trump kidnapped Maduro.
Mm-hmm.
Russia likes Maduro. Trump is an agent of Russia.
Yeah, I'd argue he's more an agent of Israel at this point.
Which is an agent of Russia. They're all everyone's an agent of Israel.
Yeah.
Russia likes Seagal, but we're missing the Trump-Seagal connection. So, is there an awkward dinner party going on here where Trump and Seagal really don't know each other? But I find it really hard to believe that these two have never crossed paths. They're the same exact person. If Trump would have done martial arts, he would have been Steven Seagal.
I feel like for whatever reason, no, Steven Seagal probably doesn't like him because he's best friends with fucking Putin.
Putin likes Trump though because Trump's an idiot.
I mean, I guess publicly, but behind closed doors, I feel like Putin just talks about,
just uses him.
Yeah,
okay.
just like talk shit on Trump.
Okay. So on May 30th, 2021, the pro-Kremlin Systemic Opposition Party, A Just Russia Patriots for Truth, announced that Seagal had received an official membership card to the party. He's now part of the Nationalist Party of Russia. And then finally, in March 2022, during the Russian invasion of Ukraine, Seagal visited Moscow, where he organized his birthday party, attended by many people connected to Vladimir Putin, including some affected by international sanctions. This has been criticized as dissenting action that came amidst the growing international boycott of Russia. In August of 2022, he visited Olenivka in the Donetsk Oblast region, the site of the Olenivka prison massacre, with Donetsk People's Republic leader Denis Pushlin, who claimed that Seagal was filming a documentary about the war in Donbass. Seagal also met with Leonid Slutsky, and on February 20... Slutsky.
Okay.
On February 20... That would be a good porn name.
Slutsky.
Tommy Slutsky.
Okay.
It's like up there with Dirk Diggler.
Miss Slutsky.
On February 27, 2023, he received the Russian Order of Friendship from Vladimir Putin for his, quote, major contribution to the development of international, cultural, and humanitarian cooperation.
Interesting.
That's kind of what he's been up to since 2023, is just like...
sucking Russia's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a really good idea.
Huh.
Steven Seagal for All Mankind season 6.
Oh, dude.
Put him in the... you know what?
I would talk about that show, but we've been going for like 2 hours at this point.
I know, we have to stop.
But I did... I think I'm on season... What season is coming out right now? 5?
5, yeah.
Okay, so I just started season 4.
Okay, we got to pick it up. Sean's home now, so we got to pick it up again. Yeah. That's Steven Seagal.
He's been everywhere. He's done everything. He's never faced a single day in court
for anything. I need to show you, before I read the socials, I need to show you what our YouTube thumbnail is going to be.
Okay. Oh, that's lovely.
This is Steven Seagal choking out someone.
How many times have you used that picture of me?
It's really good.
It is a really good picture of me.
It's a really good angle.
I need more pictures of me.
Because I don't have a lot of...
That's kind of what I'm saying here.
I have there's one picture of you and Haley on her Instagram where you have a really... before you had facial hair and your hair's like combed over. It's a really cute picture of you. But it's like Haley's in it, and it would be really hard for me to just get your face because you guys are so close. But yeah, this is just... the reason I did it is because your glasses are yellow, and in this picture he's wearing yellow glasses.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, and
that was 100% just like the tinting from the camera in the film.
Never seen Steven Seagal, he has a very hard
widow's peak. Yeah.
That's clearly spray painted on.
Mm-hmm. And his hair looks so fake.
I tried to get it on you, but your bangs in this picture were too hard to Photoshop, and I was like, it's whatever. But I got the goatee on you, so. But yeah. Steven Seagal, let us know if you have ever seen any of his movies. Yeah.
Let us know what type of tank you would drive through somebody's house.
Absolutely. I would use the French one from World War I.
The trapezoid one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're listening to this on a podcast app, remember to subscribe to the show, turn on notifications for new episodes. They come out every Wednesday. And be sure to leave us a rating and written review if you like the show, because that helps people discover the show. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications so you never miss an episode. Those videos come out Thursday at 2:30 p.m. Our YouTube is at Learning Curve Pod, Instagram learningcurve.podcast, Twitter learningcurvepod, Bluesky learningcurvepod.bsky.social, TikTok is Learning Curve Podcast, and Bodhi's Twitch is Shrink3Dink. Got anything else?
Nope.
I told you this was going to be a dense one.
Yeah, there's a lot of Steven Seagal lore.
Yeah, we'll come after Tom Cruise. Steven Seagal, you're up next on our movie rotation.
God, how many movies does he have?
Oh, it's got to be over 70.
How many Steven Seagal movies are there?
I could tell you right now. You just look up.
Spans over 22 years, nearly 40. Just tell me.
So it's somewhere.
Dude, nobody knows. One source said nearly 40. This one says at least 55.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me look it up on Letterboxd.
There's a 12 movie Blu-ray collection on Amazon.
84 films.
The number keeps going up.
84 films. His most prominent film is Machete with
Machete.
What's his face? I don't know his name.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That I don't know his name. All right.
Wait, before we go, what year did that movie with Bradley Cooper come out where he was playing Chris Kyle? Like 2013, right?
Yeah.
So in 2016, Steven Seagal released this movie.
Sniper Special Ops. Yes, dude.
This does not look
I've
real.
seen clips from that movie.
This looks AI. This is him on the ranch in Arizona.
Dude, he photoshops his size down in the posters so fucking much because there's a clip of him. He's coming around a corner with the rifle and he kind of drops the rifle to rest for a second, but it doesn't move because it's just resting on his
stomach.
Big ass stomach. Yeah.
Love that. All right. Well, we'll be back next week.
Alrighty. See you then.
Bye.